Hello, we are going to start a new webinar about emergency management and prevention with gvSIG Online by Cesar Martinez from Schoolab and the gvSIG Association. Cesar hasn't been able to be live, so we are going to, she has sent us the video, so I'm going to share my desktop and I'm going to run the video. I'm going to share my desktop first. Here.
Hi, I am Cesar Martinez from the gvSIG Association. Today we are going to present how we have applied gvSIG Online for the creation of a data management and sharing platform for emergency management and prevention. Today we will discuss the following topics. We'll introduce who we are, also the main goals of the project, the initial situation and the requirements of the platform, and focus we adopted and the solutions we implemented. Who we are. The Firefighters Consortium of Valencia Province manages, organizes and directs the firefighting works and the prevention activities in the Valencia Province by delegation of the regional government of Valencia. It works on urban and also forest areas, accounting for more than 10,000 square kilometers in total area in which they work. Then Schoolab, which was the contractor of the service of the project, it's a small enterprise working on the development of solutions for geographic data management, analysis, visualization, and sharing. And we are members of the gvSIG Association, which is an international network of professionals, companies, and users to promote free and open source geographic solutions, and to support the development of the gvSIG suite, gvSIG Desktop, gvSIG Online, and gvSIG Mobile. The main goals of the project were to identify, gather, and organize the relevant information for firefighting and prevention. Also to create a technological platform to support the management and analysis of this information. And the platform should help on the design, to design and to apply maintenance plans to the infrastructure supporting firefighting, such as hydrants. Also, it must support access to key information for emergency response and decision taking. The driving forces of the project were the prevention department of the firefighting consortium, which was the one that were pushing and designing the project, and then the systems and information technology service of the consortium, which is in charge of providing technological solutions to the consortium. Then also the Valterra was a key actor in the project. Valterra is a public company from the region, from the provincial authority of Valencia, and it helped a lot to get all the relevant information, because there are 266 municipalities in the province of Valencia, and it was impossible for the firefighting consortium to get all the information from all these municipalities, and the Valterra was able to provide this information. And then also Scolab was a key actor because they provide they were awarded the contract and they provided the technology to create the platform. The initial situation was an emergency management system called gvSIG, and then some data on tablets regarding hydrants, and then some data in the cartographic server with information that had been gathered by the firefighting consortium. But all these three systems were working in an isolated way, and they had different information on them, and it was complicated to update same information on the different systems. They were working like islands. Then regarding the cartographic server that was working, there was map server and GeoNetwork for serving the data and the metadata, and then there was gvSIG and QGIS as client for accessing this information, and which data was contained on the previous system. The data that have been provided by the City of Valencia and the Emergency Consortium, and also the data that has been gathered by the consortium. And the new platform had some clear requirements. One of them is the mobility, because we need to have updated information about infrastructures helping and fire extinguishing. So we need to be able to capture field data, for instance about hydrants, and also to have information, to have the right information available for emergency management. Also not only in the central offices, but wherever the workers were fighting against fire. And another requirement is to be integrated with the existing emergency management system, the gvSIG that was mentioned before, which is a complementary tool for this new platform. And then another requirement was to be able to access without connection to the platform, because when there is an emergency, an in situ office is set, which is called Puesto Avanzado de Mando, and this office, mobile office, can be set anywhere, which is the best place for managing the emergency, and it's possible that there is no internet connection there, so the platform should be able to be accessed in an offline way from this Puesto Avanzado de Mando. Another key requirement is to improve the usability of the existing tools, because this was one of the main stoppers of the adoption of the previous solution, and also to improve the management of the information and the updating of this information. And in this sense, it was important to have a good collaboration with the entities producing the information, and to be able to integrate this information in a proper way, so that they keep updating this information and not us. I mean, for instance, the roads informations or the metro station informations. Well, these are this is information that is produced and maintained by the roads authority or by the railways authority. So we want to integrate this information in the system, but not being responsible of keep updating it. So the platforms will be able to manage this kind of workflows. And finally, we wanted to have access to all these data sources in an unified platform. Also, we wanted a 100% free software solution, and this solution must be reliable, because the system must respond to an emergency and to provide answers for prevention and planning processes. Also, the platform, the information contained on the platform must be truthful. The sensitive information must correctly describe the reality, because it's useless if, for instance, you are going to a place where you are supposed to have an hydrant, but finally there is no hydrant, or there is a post box instead of an hydrant. And for this, it's also important that the information is regularly updated, because reality changes and information should be updated accordingly. So we must be able to implement updating plans to ensure the quality of the information, and the tool must support this implementation of updating plans. Regarding data sources, we must integrate. We wanted to integrate several data from several providers in the platform. The information that we previously had in gvSIG and in the tablets, and also information provided by Valterra, but also information provided by other entities. So the finally adopted solution was based on gvSIG Online and a web platform for management of geographic information. But for this use case, where some customization was required. First of all, integration with the LDAP database existing on the organization was required, because the workers of the consortium are having now email accounts which are based on this LDAP database. So the consortium wanted to use the same user database for the new platform, which for sure will simplify adoption of the platform for all the users of the platform, because they will use some credential they are already used to. And also another important feature that, or another important thing that was implemented was an offline replica of the platform for the in situ command office that was explained before, so that they can have access to the platform without internet connection. Of course, in the future this might be less important, because now the consortium is getting satellite connections which are supposed to work everywhere, and this requirement will maybe not so important, but for the moment that it's a very, very important thing. Another important thing is to be able to integrate different search data sources using an integrated search interface, because when you have an emergency, you get some information about the location of this emergency, but this information may be not very precise, or it can be expressed in different ways, and you might not find it on the system. With the previous system, they were complaining that finally they were searching things in Google Maps because they were not able to find some things. So the new platform integrates different data sources such as Carta Ciudad, Google Maps, also the Valencian nomenclator, and also a selection of relevant layers, all of them unified in a single search interface. The Valencian nomenclator is relevant because, as you may know, we have two different languages in the Valencia region, which are Spanish and Valencian, and they have different names. Some of the locations have different names in each language, so it's important that you were able to find both locations in the platform, both names in the platform. And well, this is how the solution looks when you first access, and you will see this map. This is the location of all the fire stations, primary stations, the auxiliary stations, voluntary stations, and also the service areas in which the province is divided from the point of view of fire extinguishing. And well, more data that is available in the platform now. Hydrants, you have seen we talk all the time about them, and that's because they are essential on fire extinguishing. So later we will even talk more about them. Also, information about the Turia River Park, such as accesses in which the firefighters can access the river park. Specific information, for instance, for aerial means, such as aerodromes, heliports, covered areas by aerial means. Also, joint areas, areas in which we share the competence with other entities, such as the Valencia city, which we share with the local firefighters. And well, also there is some reference data such as streets or tracks or water points, firewalls. Then another interesting thing is that we have loaded in the platform information regarding buildings that are higher than 8 stories, because this is a key information to decide the equipment to send to a fire. If they are bigger, you need to send particular equipment. Then information about schools or sanitary places. Well, also we have integrated external services, WMS services provided by different entities. The most remarkable one is the 112 emergency resources layer, which offer the position in real time of all the units that are working on an emergency. Not only the units from the Valencian consortium, but also the position of any other unit that may be working on the same emergency. This is possible because every tracks of the units are geoposition, and also the two-way radios are geoposition. So this information is offered in real time here. relevant information from external services is like including risk areas, forest areas, aerial images, forest ownership, cadastral information, and well, data, and more data. Because why the previous service was, let's say, infra-use? Because there was not all the relevant information in the system. So now a big effort has been done to load all this relevant information in the system. For instance, the categorization of risk for companies according to the activities they perform, such as radioactivity risk or pyrotechnic risk, risk of transport. For instance, if the companies are transporting hazardous substances, and well, a special chapter can be devoted to fire hydrants. The biggest effort has been done in this layer at the moment. Information about hydrants must be updated, so an updating plan has been defined. Some units will be sent to check the status of hydrants, of course when they are not working on emergencies, and they will feed this information to the system. This information will be later reviewed on the central services. Which kind of information are they getting or checking about hydrants? For instance, the type of chest, or whether the hydrant is some way marked or signaled in the street. Also, they take pictures about the hydrant and also about the surroundings of the hydrant. This is important to help locating the hydrant as fast as possible in an emergency. Also, technical details about the hydrant, such as the types and number of connections it has, the conservation status. Well, the overall conservation status is a field that is calculated by the system automatically based on the values of some of the captured information. So there is some objective information that is captured, and based on these values, an overall conservation status is calculated. Also, other kind of information that is in the system now is information about companies. You know that companies may have different activities, and they dangerous activities or potentially dangerous activities, and this information is contained on some plans, but these plans used to be on paper traditionally. Now they are being digitalized, and they are being loaded in the system, and depending on the activity of the company and the kind of risk and the information that is available, then different information is loaded in the system. One example is the blueprints or the plans of the buildings, which is sometimes very important information, because previously the firefighters had to blindly enter the building sometimes, and having the blueprints is very helpful to design the extinguishing strategy. Also, there are other information layers in the system. For instance, energetic infrastructure and activities, well, industrial activities we already said, transport infrastructures, sanitary, education, chemical warehouses, activities involving radioactive materials, firework activities. Also, fallas. Maybe you don't know what is fallas. Fallas is the main Valencia festivity. The fallas are temporary monuments that are placed on the street, and they are placed in all the city. Every suburb has some of these monuments, and so there are a lot of them in a particular period of the year, and also they are very big, but I mean very big, such a building or bigger, so really huge. And then on the 19th of March, we burn all these fallas, all these temporary monuments. That's the final goal of the party, to build them and then to fire them. So this means two things. First one, that if you wanted to visit these fallas, you are late for this year because we burned them 2 days ago. And the second thing is that as they are an important potential risk of fires, this information must also be in the system. Not only the location of the monuments itself that they are burned eventually, but also information about the status of the streets, because as they are placed on the street, some streets are not available during that week, and so that has to be also in the system. Well, and now which next steps are we planning, or is the consortium planning? They are planning to increase collaboration with other entities, for instance, with the regional railway authority, for getting some information about metro stations, also with other firefighting agencies from the nearby, from the surrounding provinces. Then, regarding planned improvements in the platform, we are planning to introduce history management, also some analysis tools such as buffers, customized zooming tools, different kinds of filters, such as predefined filters. Then we are also thinking on introducing gvSIG mobile for data capturing, because now the gvSIG online is used for field data capturing, and it only works when there is internet connection available. But there is some places where you don't have internet connection, so it might be interesting to use gvSIG mobile for this, for offline data capturing. Then also data export to zip file format, and well, also to increase connection to external services such as the Spanish Railway Authority, ADIF, which is in charge of all the railway infrastructures of the national system. And then the Júcar River Authority, and maybe in the future 3D simulation, simulations also of forest fire, that will be very interesting. Also integration of satellite information such as the EFI system, which is offering real-time information about active fires. Well, these are only some ideas for the moment. And this is all for today, and thank you for listening, and don't hesitate to contact us if you have any question. Thank you.
Thank you, Cesar. I have stopped sharing desktop. Thank you, Cesar, for the presentation about emergency management and prevention with gvSIG Online. As Cesar has told you, if you are interested in implementing gvSIG Online in your organization, you can contact us through the mail address info@gvsig.com. And if you have any doubt about the other applications of gvSIG, you can write at the mailing lists, both Spanish and English mailing lists. So we are going to continue with the next webinars of this third gvSIG festival, and we invite you to the next presentations. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.